And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
And just like that, The Bonfire is back with you. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson, kicking it with my hubby.
Yeah, radio
Dan Soder.
Hubbies.
Don't call him Danny Soder.
Oh, I get it furious. 0 to 60. Sets me off. Not really. It did when I was like 11.
Yeah, you said in the backseat of the car when you were getting all amped up. You told the story.
Yeah, the kid Neil was like, Danny? I'm like, yeah.
You got one more.
You want to go single wide?
The whole crew is in full effect. Merc-faced. DJ Lou Witzke Jacob. Christine is here. And then it's very cool because there was a chance you weren't going to be able to make it today.
True. And
you're here for the whole show, which is so fucking awesome. But we had... waiting in the fucking bullpen, ready to fucking throw a no-hitter.
Bring in the lefty.
And he's hanging in with us the whole show. Mike Finoia, everybody.
Are you left-handed?
Yeah.
You want to find out, motherfucker?
Oh.
You know what?
Fight for the co-host chair begins.
You want to fucking find out if he's a lefty?
We're going to mud wrestle.
Boop, bip, bang.
I'm both.
Zip, bang, boop.
Over here, up and around.
Up, there it is. Here I am. You thought I'm over here? I'm over here.
Yep.
Ow. And I got your balls. Oh, you're looking up here, and I'm wearing your watch.
Got your wallet.
And your shoes untied.
Well, you guys live together, so...
Easy.
You have like a...
We live in each other.
Sometimes I wake up and he's inside me.
I'm so in you right now.
It's a very erotic apartment.
It is. Dude, I have 1,000,001 things to talk to you about today. We're so excited. This is a show we were like all weekend. I was kind of like, oh man, and then it just kept piling on the whole weekend. Funny things from the movie I told you to watch.
I want to talk about that.
From
so bad.
From the movie I told you. By the way, there's trailers for it on YouTube.
I know. I've watched it twice
killer.
Today. By the way, one of the trailers, the text goes 35 seconds.
It's insanely
into a minute and 7-minute trailer.
I showed it to Marissa Rivas from Rush. Sirius Rush FM?
Yeah.
Rush? What's it called?
Rush FM?
It's not Rush FM.
Rush Go Nation?
What's it called?
Rush Go Nation?
Hurry up and rush?
It's called Rush something.
Graveyard Rush Truck Nation? That's the name of the rock station. Is that serious?
Maybe it's just Sirius Rush?
Sirius Rush Track Dog Station.
But she's the producer over there, and when I showed her that trailer last night with the text one, she was kind of like, this is, as a producer, I'm like, it's impossible to watch them. It's like, why would they just put full text for the first 35 seconds of a trailer?
I was talking to a guy today. I was telling him about the movie. He looked it up. He said that on IMDb it says the budget's $300.
I bet. Yes, that makes total. Someone goes, oh, it's one of those movies they make for like 20 grand. I go, if they spent, or no, someone said 200 grand. I was like, if they spent fucking 200 grand on this movie, I'd be on, unless they bought the house. That the movie's about, I guess, a haunted house.
Well, we should tell. It's called, the movie's called Bad Ben. And Jay called me.
We're making it an instant classic.
Yeah, without a doubt, this will be, it's on the level of The Room, which was a real big hit in, they showed a movie theaters, people would go and yell stuff at it.
Throw things to the screen.
My ex-girlfriend took me, this was, 7 years ago, 8 years ago?
At least.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend took me to one of those things. She's like, it's hilarious, they'll dress up, and it's, he was on Sam Roberts' show. What was the guy's name?
Tommy Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau. So, this movie, I think, is in that exact same, it's so bad that it is phenomenal. Jay called me and was he called me. Usually we just text, and he's like, hey, can you talk? And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get on the subway. And I'm
because I can't sell it with, there's a movie I can't sell with just text. I did the Ron Bennington, but he would understand exactly why from what I wrote. With you, I wanted to almost give you an example to be like, this is why you should watch this.
He called me, at first he called me 3 times. I was taking a weed nap, and I woke up and saw missed calls, because I always keep my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Is that what happens? I'm like, how did you know I called? Because it was going right to voicemail.
Yeah, because I have it on Do Not Disturb.
I thought you were busting open some fucking skins.
I'm all, hold on, baby. My partner in crime's calling. She's just rubbing my back from the bed. Don't touch me, not when I'm on the phone.
I'm flapping them skins. Do not disturb.
It must have smelled sex in the air. But he called me, and I called him back, and he's like, you have to watch this movie. And I did the thing where a friend recommends a show and you try to push it away. Right. I was like, I was kind of going to play Madden tonight, so I don't know if I want to. And he's like, dude, go to Amazon Prime, sign up for it, and watch this movie called Bad Ben. And It is one of the worst, best things I've ever seen in my life.
It's always the greatest when a movie transcends the genre it thought it was going to be in and turns into a complete the most comic movie.
I will watch it 30 more times in my life with exaggeration.
Vecchione came home and he went into his room and I started laughing and I go, it was one of those things where I felt guilty ever doubting you and I had to apologize to someone. I go, Jay told me to watch this movie and I thought it was going to suck and this shit's fucking hilarious. Vecchione's like,
I wouldn't waste your time, dude. I wouldn't waste your time.
So what it is, and we should explain to the people what it is it's a paranormal activity-like movie, a haunting movie.
Well, let me explain how I come upon it.
Please do.
When I go on the road a bunch, what Amazon Prime Video is great for, that Netflix is okay for, is their horror collection of just like shitty to like good horror movies that you would never see like in theaters or anything, or they don't even come out. But just like,
so you're talking about their horror sections? It's just
they have tons and tons of horror.
Well, you're into. Horror. I
like horror, yeah.
And I'm a scaredy. Like I
don't like it.
Me too. Yeah.
If they had a good rom-com section, I'd be all over Amazon Prime.
Oh, you clam!
I like a good documentary.
Untamed
a real
Heart.
Nerd. I like nerding out. Maybe some conspiracy theories. Now those are fun.
Yeah,
I'm big on docs
interviews
too.
with like serial killers and shit. That's my
It's
jam.
a little too scared for Vanilla Dan. It's under the blanket Dan right there.
I'm big on documentaries and stuff too, but horror movies I just watch because here's the thing: nobody does really want to watch them with me, so it's perfect. When I'm on the road by myself during the day,
do you ever get scared?
I don't watch them at night.
Okay, you watch them during the day.
I watch them, but this one I watched a lot of it at night because
this isn't a horror.
So I'm weirdly a fan of at least watching. 95% of horror movies are honestly terrible. Like I don't end up enjoying them. I was like, whatever. Sometimes you find one like a diamond in the rough. You go, it's pretty scary or pretty good.
Yeah.
What I end up liking the most of those horrors, just throwing a dart kind of things, are the ones that are like they make for cheap. That it's like some version of Blair Witch, found footage, paranormal activity kind of thing like that. So this was like, the whole bullshit of it's like we found these videos in the cloud of a man who bought a house he was going to flip. And finds out quickly that it's not going to be easy to resell because of
there's something going on in the house.
Because there's something going on in this house. So I'm like,
the realtor, the blonde chick that sold it, she's like, wow, it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. All the furniture's here. Anyways, can you sign? Who would just buy a house? That's the whole thing about this movie.
Well, no, it's a sheriff's sale.
That's what it is.
That's what it says.
That's good writing right there.
It says the thing right there. It's a sheriff's sale. He gets it for crazy cheap.
Yeah.
But it's, as we find out throughout the movie, it's all of his money, every last penny he had, he sunk into this thing.
Should we play the trailer?
Well, not yet. So,
not yet.
Not yet. I got something to say about that, too. At Parlor Live in Seattle, their announcements are done by a guy doing an Antonio Banderas voice, which is pretty fucking hilarious. They're going to send it to us. So I click it because it's a found footage movie. I'm like, this will be great. I start watching it. Because I'm like, I'll check it out for a little bit while I'm eating lunch on my computer, and very quickly realized, I'm like, this movie's only got one character. There's only one human being in the entire movie.
That's what hooked me.
And
one guy.
Here's what kept me hooked on a movie that is horrible, is that the one guy was not announced anywhere I watched the things for it, is straight somewhere from the heart of Pennsylvania or greater surrounding area, because it's one guy watching those movies of a guy dealing with a ghost in his house. There's a dime a dozen. There's 50 of those on Amazon.
Yeah.
One guy, for some reason, capturing on camera his haunted house experience. This guy is Philly, and not on purpose, not in the writing, because there's not a lot of writing in this movie, I'm certain. He's just so Philly the whole time. And his accent and everything about it.
The best way to describe it for someone who is, it's like someone's dad made a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like someone's young dad was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go outside. I got a camera. I got a phone. I got some stuff. Let's go. There's ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, so in the line I just called Christine to tell her why she should watch, and I started everyone, I go, it's a guy from Philly going like, get out of my house, you stupid ghost.
It is, the second you hear the accent, the first shot of the movie is just him figuring out his cell phone camera and how to turn it around. And
fucking thing. fucking thing.
He's hilarious looking.
Yeah.
He just looks like a dad, and then he's like, it's raining, and he just drives up to the house, and you're like, I'm on board. And then it's just the slow roll of just hauntings happening to him, but he's so Philadelphia that he just like is mad about the haunting. Jay and I kept talking about it. First off, he has the crustiest clothes the entire time. He just wears like a almost see-through white undershirt that's long and then short.
He's dressed like my pop-up walking around the house.
Dude, an old man. Short corduroy, not corduroy, but like...
just dad shorts.
Dad shorts. It's fucking great. I mean, play the trailer.
Get past the text. And we'll play both trailers because there's different stuff in both of them that you have to hear.
The movie's called Bad Ben. You can see it on Amazon Prime. Also at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat to see all these videos we're going to post. Oh, there he is.
Back up.
This fucking guy is...
Play it. We need the volume.
Looks like Brian Posehn.
Yes, he looks a lot like Brian Posehn.
Yes, he does, but he's older.
And from Greater Pennsylvania.
Here we go.
I'm not a big believer in paranormal stuff.
The door's opening.
When I see these videos and hear people talk about ghosts, I always think it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Dude, this is bad. All right, pause it real quick, Christine. So basically, right now in the trailer,
back up.
The footage you're hearing a chair move, but what's happening is the chair's moving, and he's pulling it back, and then the ghost is pulling it, and he gets frustrated with the ghost like it's a kid. He goes, "Stop! You stop doing that."
He goes, "Knock it off!
Knock it off!" Dude, it is. You don't understand how great of a movie it is because he just is a Philly shithead the entire time with a ghost.
But that's not the point of the movie.
I mean, for me,
that's the point.
It's kind of half the point.
No, it's the entire point. I'm saying that's not the point of the movie. You're not supposed to watch this trailer or the movie and be like, it's so funny, this guy's stupid. Well, you're supposed to go like, wow, that's pretty good horror.
Yeah.
It's not a good horror. It's the funniest movie I've ever seen. I watched this late at night in a hotel room I was cackling.
Yeah, there's scenes. There's two things that he says where he's what's the thinking minds? It's actually in the trailer. Hit play again. Sorry, I interrupted.
So here's the chair moving thing we're right at.
He pulls it. Chair moves.
Stop it. Having ghosts or spirits in the house is a little bit creepy. This is no longer your home. It's time for you to cross over. Peace awaits you there.
Pause it.
He's just got a candle.
Pause it, rewind it. That's me and Ron Bennington and Dan have been doing this to each other for days now. It's going, this is not your house. It's time for you to cross over.
There's peace on the other side waiting for you.
Peace awaits you on the other side.
This is not your house.
It's not your home. You can cross over.
Dude, it's fucking great. And he says it like 20 times in the movie.
By the way, pause again. While he's holding a selfie stick.
And a candle.
And a candle in a lit room. He's in a fully lit room with a candle.
It's part of the thing.
Fucking craziest.
Now get out.
I'm going to Philly this ghost.
I'm going to burn this vanilla candle until you leave. It's going to smell so sweet.
He's not afraid of you. I'm a Catholic.
No, he's not, though. Remember? Can't watch the movie. Hit play again.
Creepy. This is no longer your home. It's time for you to cross over.
It's such a dad
Peace awaits you there. I'm going to do a little Googling of the previous owners of this house and find out what their story was.
Googling.
I've been doing some research.
It's just him in his kitchen. It's just him in his crusty kitchen, just on his phone.
God, look at that. In his Avalon.
Oh, this guy's great. You could just smell the fucking cigarettes that have been smoked inside that house. And he always talks about the smell in the movie. He goes, "Oh, it stinks.
All the air freshener in the world can't get rid of this terrible smell."
Ghost farts.
Actually, I looked up the previous owners, and do you know what I found? Their obituaries. They both died here. Actually, they were both murdered here. By law, you're required to disclose that to anybody that's purchasing a home.
Sir, that is not a law. We've never heard that before.
That scene ends with the girl hanging up on him, and you just hear him go, "You fucking whore."
Say, "Sorry, this is Verizon. I don't give a fuck what's happening in your house."
You're supposed to tell me that. I saw their obituary when I did some Googling.
I don't know about you, but I did some sweet research. turns out this place is a kill cave.
More than an intelligent mind can handle.
That's my favorite line. Back that up. Dude, that's got to be a t-shirt with his face on it. It's more than
an intelligent mind can handle.
Dude, it's my favorite.
More than an intelligent mind can handle.
Dude, please
and then just so you know, just to follow that up, the next thing it shows is a door that's got bloody claw prints on it on the back. Because that's when he goes, somebody really wanted to get out of here.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Play that. This is intelligent minds.
This is just more than an intelligent mind can handle.
Wow. I want that on a t-shirt so bad with his face. The way,
dude,
I thought that might have been his arm. That's a door.
Yeah, what?
It's a skin-colored door.
This is just more than an intelligent mind can handle.
Look at that.
Something wanted out of here bad. He called himself Good Ben here.
Oh, this is the best part.
And
so
then
he's describing a picture that's clearly an adult that drew a picture to look like a child.
Yeah, totally.
Because like the lines are super accurate. It's
fantastic.
Drawn. That person might have been an architect. The way that kid's house is drawn, and look at the handwriting.
Way too good.
Way too good.
No fucking child would make their A's like that, like a typewriter.
That's a 68-year-old child.
Yeah, you were a baby. That's a baby boomer A.
By the way, also on the word "good Ben," it's like the words that got like highlights on it and stuff.
Yeah, this guy, it's clear. Oh, man.
Good Ben's got a golden aura around his name. Bad Ben looks like a fucking cat with a frog body taking a shit.
Yeah. It looks like the tiki torch from Brady Bunch.
Cat with a frog body.
It's the one that brought Greg Brady all that bad luck.
It totally does.
Don't join any surf competitions when you're living at Bad Ben's house.
So I guess I found out his name is Bad Ben.
Oh, Bad Ben's real ass.
Are you a human?
Hey, Bad Ben, I'm going to go to Wawa and get you a hoagie.
You want me to bring you back Coke and a hoagie from Wawa?
You want a pretzel, Bad Ben?
What do you want to get? Chocolate milk?
A chocolate milk.
A chocolate milk?
Down in the basement where I can't get.
Yeah.
Bad Ben.
By the way, pause it again. This movie does a thing that we will all eventually get to appreciate this together as a thing. There's no set design to what the problem is in this house, other than Bad Ben seems to be the spirit that's obsessed.
And listen, we're going to give away a lot of scenes because they're just so fucking ridiculous that you need to know which ones to watch for. But he finds a grave in the woods, and on the grave he finds a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star wind-up toy.
It plays Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, right?
And it plays Twinkle Twinkle Little Star when you wind it up. But he tries winding it up and it doesn't work in the house. And then the ghost, when he asks it questions, will play music. It'll play the twinkle. If the answer is yes, it plays music. It's one of the best scenes in any movie I've ever seen in my life.
It's in the other trailer. We'll hear it.
It's in the trailer?
It's in the other.
But the full thing where he goes, "Are you a dog?"
Yes.
Oh, God bless. All right, keep playing.
But wait.
This man. By the way, do we know his name?
No, but wait. Before we'll find it out right now. But before we play,
we're all going to learn together.
Before we play, what I want to say about the mismatching of horror here, or or storyline, or any kind of like code of like sequential anything. I don't know. It's like I'm having a hard time finding the words here, but it's like at one point he finds voodoo dolls. At one point, it's like...
You're saying, as a horror fan, I'm just guessing this, as a horror fan, you're saying there's not a common theme of horror throughout it where he's like jumping all over, where it's voodoo, then it's satanic.
Yes,
then
it's like a hodgepodge of...
There's voodoo, and then one time he finds like a pentagram made of sticks.
And over a broken, shattered cross, and there's a candle that all of a sudden becomes lit that he does not give a shit about when the candle gets lit.
He goes, oh shit, look at that.
Seriously, that is his perfect reaction. Jay just nailed it. He goes, oh shit, look at that.
But you're gonna hear it in the trailer here, but I'm gonna set up a scene too that you're gonna see at some point.
By the way, we've learned his name is Nigel Bach.
That's great. So my favorite thing ever. So
Director, actor, editor,
director.
So he did it all. So it's him. We just got to get in touch with Nigel Bach.
If anyone knows Nigel,
I doubt it's going to be difficult.
I think it might be. What if he's a recluse, like a Bill Watterson type? He creates and then he flees.
But wait, so there's no cohesive evil in the movie. And at one point there's sand on the floor, and writing starts happening in the stand. Writing starts happening in the sand.
Yeah.
And the three words that it writes in the sand, the ghost, is a "not your home," which I found out in staggering it out over a stretch of waiting for someone to write it one letter at a time, is maybe the funniest three words in the Philadelphia accent. He just goes, "Not your home. Well, let me tell you something, buddy. It is my home. Like, he just argues with a ghost like it's a person. What do you want?
Yeah,
I'm not going to move out of a house just because there's a haunting.
Dude, he's in Jersey.
Yeah,
of course. That blew your mind with that voice? He's not around here somewhere?
No. Well, you know, I'm just saying.
He's definitely a drive away.
Yeah, he's actually here.
I'm taking my Bad Ben script and I'm going to move to L.A., Los Angeles.
I like the city. It's the city of stars.
Yeah. But anyway, my dad got me a job out there at the Pepsi company.
Yeah, I'm going to
drive a truck.
Can you hit play, Christine?
Oh, it's just.
Oh, wait,
it's his first film.
Of course. And pause it again for 1 second. I'm sorry. Also, the inconsistency. At one point, there's a baby crying.
Yeah, and then
at one point, there's cat hissing.
That's the scene that we're going to see right now.
Go.
Door slams. And then, there it is.
Got him.
Go to the other trailer. It moves into it better.
That was coming soon.
Does Amazon Prime just any movie you throw at them? Are they like the Velcro of fucking?
I don't know. Jacob right now is like Bob Woodward. He is dressed like an old journalist.
Yeah,
and he's dressed like an old war journalist, and he's on his cell phone trying to get a hold of
Nigel.
He's got Nigel on the phone.
No.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's here.
I think you underestimate
his
the
email.
power
Yo, his website. His website legit has his phone number, his address, his fucking email.
Hey, yeah, but I don't want to like.
No, but I mean, you know, maybe it's not. It's not on there.
I want to say because we're going to do some kind of event with this.
No,
I'd like to say
I'd
like to say also we're going to do some sort of event with this crossover with.
We have to have him at a screening.
Oh yeah, but we're going to do some kind of a crossover thing with the Bennington show because Bennington's so big on that Philly accent.
Oh yeah.
That I told him to watch it. He watched it immediately, which was such a cool thing for me that I suggested it. And I sold it to him so hard, and he wrote back to me his first words. He goes, "You did not oversell that, my friend."
Yeah.
Like, that was fantastic front to back. And now Chris Stanley watched it last night.
Dude, I went to the Gas Digital Christmas party, and I was like, I saw Chris Stanley. He was outside smoking, and I hung out with him, and I was like, dude, please watch it. You have to watch it.
He went right home and did it.
It made, after watching the Niners get crushed by the Bears, it really made it all right.
The Bears, too.
Suck dick,
all right.
man.
Yeah, I know. Both of our teams are going down.
Miami got destroyed, too.
We might get a second.
Off 7-5.
Fuck you, dude.
Hey, 1-12. Both y'all blow me.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, we're getting the number 2 pick, possibly, hopefully. Cleveland goes down. You don't need to back off the motherfucking mic.
I think we all back off the mic. We're doing a lot of popping our peas and the poop out peep.
And the pop-up peep. So wait, go back to the trailer. This is the second trailer.
Let this roll. This is
and again,
much shorter.
The movie's Bad Ben on Amazon Prime.
There it is. Not bad for a sheriff's sale, huh?
Not bad.
He has to know.
A house
Jacob,
he planned on flipping to get rich.
Oh my God, he answered first of all.
Hey, can you pause, Christine? Christine, Jacob, you got him?
Yeah, I gotta call him.
Not yet, though. Not yet.
All right,
let's play the trailer.
Personal belongings with him.
Oh.
He soon realized he was not alone.
Original score by Nigel Bach.
The bird noises. What is up with the bird noises?
It's his mouth.
Stop it. Are you here right now?
This is the scene I was talking about. He's interrogating the ghost. Not
your home. Well, I got news for you. It is my home.
Oh my God! Also, he in every Philly way desecrates every altar of the movie. And this is the part. This is where he gets beat up in bed because this is the best thing that's ever happened. I forgot to mention this. He gets beat up by the ghost at one point.
Like fist fight.
Yeah, like a fist fight.
Which rarely happens in ghost movies. They usually just tug you around a room. But this one
actually, the thing is because he goes, it's not a real fist fight because the guy jumped me.
The guy.
The ghost jumped me.
Ghost dude jumped me.
The ghost jumped
Door opens and then just starts whooping that ass.
Whales. Look
right here.
Pause.
Please rewind that.
Rewind it. He's in the mirror afterwards. He's like, what do you want? I'm not afraid of you.
Just whoop my ass. At least he's sleeping with.
Dude,
at one point he gets haunted and goes back to bed, which I think is the toughest thing I've ever seen in any horror movie.
Look, he's doing the spider.
He's doing
the spider in your cheeks.
Dude, there's a couple things that really just make me laugh. Number one, it's how he's dressed most of the movie.
There's cat hissing.
Oh, it's the best. He's trying to get out of the stairs.
Oh, he gets dragged down the stairs. He goes like, "No, ow, help, ow, ow."
He just said to me, "Why does everyone think this is a comedy?"
Oh, that.
And then he said, "Lucky I wasn't taking a dump." It's like he's ready to talk.
Oh, dude, I like that this guy. You know what? He really does.
He's great.
I can already tell he's kind of got the energy of like a Philly shop teacher.
Oh yeah.
You guys playing around?
I can't wait.
I think this is going to be.
And it's Bach, right?
Bach, B-A-C-H.
Nigel Bach?
Like the Skid Row geek.
Like Sebastian.
Johann.
Savage.
It's his first movie. That's what we learned on IMDb.
Yo, Sebastian Bach's like my second cousin. He's my second cousin.
So he this is his first film, and he's. I want to know. Pitches.
I want to know if Amazon Prime bought this. I want to know. What, Mike? You said a couple pitches. What?
He's got a couple pitches for pilots on his website. In case you're interested.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
He is a treat.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Up on the mic.
I don't know. Yeah.
Why?
What do you say like that?
Here's the thing: I don't want to lose the opportunity, but I wanted to like plan this better, more. I think, but I'll talk to him today for sure.
He immediately reminded me of Craig Laser, where he was doing something else. He was like, "I can't do it now." Hello.
Dogs are there.
Dogs there. Made a movie. Had a film.
Ghosts are there.
Ghosts are there. Bad Ben. Buff Radio.
I'm banging.
Not your home.
I'm banging. Bob.
Time for you to cross over.
Get out of here. That with the night vision just made me think it was real for a second.
Got my wiener out.
Fired. I'm banging Black Barbie. Ghosts there. Dogs are scared.
Wiener's out.
Ghosts can hear it. Dogs.
Where's the rest of the trailer? Is this it?
Wait, is he on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, he's on?
But wait.
Hey, Nigel, what's going on?
Hey, guys, thanks for calling.
Hi, Nigel.
How you doing, man?
Not good. I'm trying to put up Christmas decorations, and this little bad man bastard stealing everything.
You doing it solo, Nigel?
Now, well, I'm dead, actually, if you watch the movie. But, no, actually, so you guys watch this thing?
Yeah. Jay, who's off the mic right now, Jay recommended it.
I'm here, buddy. I'm here.
Yeah, you...
Happy birthday, Jay.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, dude, I came upon it. I watch all the horror movies on Amazon Prime, and I came across yours. I love the found footage stuff. I came across yours. The glowing treat of this film to me, as a guy, I'm from Philly. As a guy from Philadelphia, is how strong your Philly accent is, the whole thing, and how Philly your approach to everything in the movie is. Like, just organically is... I called 15 people over the last 2 days and told them to watch it, and most of them and several of them did, and everyone loves it. It's one of the... I mean, it's hilarious, Nigel. It's a hilarious film. I think you've done something amazing here, and it's the hardest I've laughed in a long, long time.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but when I put this together, the intention was it was to be a horror, not a comedy. But if you looked at the Amazon reviews, there's half the people say how much they laughed during it, and I just realized that there's people in life that I guess they're just funny when they're trying not to be. But I can see where they find humor in it.
That's all.
Oh no, the beauty of it, I believe, Nigel, is that it's a horror movie. I get that completely, but it's like your voice takes me personally so back home. For him, it takes me so back home.
Right.
That it's just like I love, and I another radio guy listened to it, and we were talking, man. We want somehow for this movie to do. We want to do something with it. We want to like get together, do some kind of like a for example, like Gramercy Theater, like screening where a bunch of fans come out. Ron Bennington's words were, we got to try to make this thing like a midnight movie somewhere where people go to see it, and we make little voodoo dolls and all the thing, and
kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Well, if you want, I can bring the whole cast.
Yeah, we would love it if you brought the whole cast.
I love Nigel. I love him.
Nigel, we want to do, like a Q&A with you and ask you some questions about, because there's so many things we want to know, because again, it is a horror film, and Jay called me and I started watching it, and it's just, there's something, I just loved it. It made me laugh, but I knew it was a horror movie, but it was great. The door opening and that kind of stuff. You getting angry at the ghost made me, as someone who has a temper, just laugh my ass off because I wondered if I would ever freak out with a ghost like that. Just when you got fed up, and it was yeah, man. And we would love to have you up here for a screening up in New York.
When you call the girl on the phone a fucking whore, I mean, I was holding my stomach in a hotel room in Seattle. Yeah, I was laughing so hard.
The interrogation scene with the DirecTV remote right under it, that just really warmed my heart. I mean, I fucking loved it, dude.
Product placement.
Do you want to know the story about this whole thing, how it came to be?
Please.
More than anything in the world.
More than I want to know about my own creation.
The plan was I was going to film a horror film with a cast in it. But I live in southern New Jersey, right outside of Atlantic City.
Okay.
And trying to get actors and actresses down here is tough, number one. And also, people that are trying to break into the business, you'd think they'd be more receptive to having a flexible schedule, and they weren't. So I was days away from planning to start shooting this horror film with a cast.
How big was your cast? Real quick, Nigel, how big was your cast originally?
It was going to be 8 people on a totally unrelated movie. Totally unrelated, but it was going to be a horror. And I got so frustrated while I was driving home one rainy day, and the last person called to say they couldn't work the day anybody else could work. I just said, you know what? I'm not doing it. And I took my phone right then and turned on and started filming that first scene you see of me driving down the road when I pull up to the house. That was all created on the spot. Damn. And it just happened because
it's like when Keith Richards heard Satisfaction in his sleep. It's like you were just driving home and then nailed it.
So then I filmed the entire film in less than a month. And my biggest concern, and I said, you know what? The only actor I can rely upon is myself to be available for this.
And you directed it. And you edited it, I saw.
Nigel, soup to nuts. How much did this cost?
Soup to nuts.
$300.
$300, sir.
Is awesome.
That is, I just want to say,
Nigel.
That's fiscally responsible and yet artistically liberal.
We can learn a lot from that.
Nigel, I don't know.
How did you make the ghost? There's so many questions for our Q&A. I don't know. Bonfire Q&A.
I don't know what you made on the movie so far, but I'm going to do everything in my God-given power
to make this the highest-grossing movie of all time.
To make this, I'm telling you, to at least make you significant, substantial money off of it.
If we can't,
well, can I tell you why it cost $300?
Shoot it. Was it the Verizon bill for the data charge?
Was it a green screen suit?
You don't have the grandfather plan.
Chains, candles, candle budgets.
I don't want to give away the ending, but $75 was spent for the harness I had to wear for the person that drugged me across the floor.
Oh, that's great.
At the end.
Oh, God bless you.
And I considered returning that to Home Depot afterwards.
That's great.
I got blood on it. The other two. Now this is serious, right? So I don't have to talk like a choir boy.
Yeah, no, let it rip, Nigel.
No. Go for it.
All right.
The
other $225 was spent on the fuckers that charged me to pull the strings that made doors open and close.
So they won't be invited back for Bad Ben, too.
Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't have a cast party, a rap party. You're like, guys, come on in the kitchen. We're going to have Bellini sandwiches and some beers.
I want to get a Kickstarter going for Bad Ben Part 2.
We have to ask Nigel, is there a plan for a Bad Ben 2, Nigel?
If he sticks with the same budget, I could pay for it right now if you guys want.
Shit, I'll go out of pocket right now. I think I got 3 on me.
The actual plan is for a prequel because the number one question everybody asks.
That's what we wanted to hear, Nigel.
I like that.
Can I? And again, Nigel, I know you don't know me from Adam, but here's the deal. I'm on a little show called Billions on Showtime. I would love...
Guy Court.
MTV2's Guy Court. MTV2's Guy Court. Let me at least audition to play Ben's father. Ben's young father.
Oh, yeah.
You just gotta let me, please. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, as long as you got transportation to get down here, because we can't afford it.
Oh, well, we're going to have to talk to a little company called Enterprise. But yeah, I think I could probably make it. We'd have to do a real tight schedule. I know how you work. I know you like a lot of days to work. But, I can maybe carve out 3 or 4 for the prequel.
Get your flexible schedule.
Yeah.
You would ask me about what I've made on it so far, and I don't mind telling you that. I used a program called Amazon Video Direct to upload it, which means, I mean, any of your listeners that have an interest in filmmaking, if they've made a film, anybody can upload a film to Amazon now. That's what puts it ahead of the networks like Netflix and Hulu and stuff like that, and iTunes, Google Play, where you need to have something called an aggregator to do it.
Right.
Amazon Video Direct allows any independent producer to upload this film. So the film was actually done in June, but I submitted it to a horror film festival.
Well, when did you, how long did it take you, so end to end it took you a month to make the film, including edit it and put it all together?
It took me a month to film it, and then it took me about 2 weeks to edit it. So by mid-June, it was done. I started May 5th.
And when did you have the inception of the idea of Bad Ben?
It was when, like I told you, when I was driving home and I got mad that nobody could make themselves available.
When everything else
failed.
That's Orange Ben.
Then I said, I mean, actually, this was done with like a GoPro camera that I had to keep moving around. This would have taken a week to shoot.
You shot this with one GoPro?
By yourself?
Well, I shot it with a GoPro and a good camera for the audio. The GoPro allows you to put it high on a stand, so that's what the security cameras look like.
Absolutely.
Ben, how many takes did the bedroom ghost fight take?
A marvel in modern day choreography. Fight choreography.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
From the bouncing on the bed to the sheets being ruffled, you really could almost feel you being hit.
You know, the unfortunate truth about that scene is that's the most bouncing I've ever done in a bed.
Oh! God, Nigel, you are a gift.
It's almost as if you knew we were going to call.
Big J is weeping openly because it's his birthday week, Nigel. And as he said, he's from Philadelphia. And this really is just kind of the perfect birthday gift. And the fact that you are being so cool and the perception you have, we really can't. We have to do a live event and screen this movie for the people, Nigel.
From the fact of watching it, telling everyone I know about it, several of them, if not most of them, watching it, so now we're talking to you on the phone. Great birthday week.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not even your birthday yet.
I know, but I celebrate the whole month like a black chick.
Yeah.
You're like
or a young white girl celebrates a week. You really go hard for a week.
Or the entire Jewish culture.
I call it my birthday month.
Hey, Nigel, can you hang out with us for a little bit? We got to take a break real quick.
Sure, I'll be here.
You are the best, sir. We'll be right back. It's birthday week on the Bonfire for Big J.
Crackle.
Hi, this is Kyle Dunnigan.
And this is Donald Trump. You're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson, okay, and Ted Soder. Terrific guys. Both total losers.
Just kidding, you guys. I'll do that again. That made them not laugh. Hi, this is Kyle Dunnigan.
And this is Donald Trump, okay? You're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Ted Soder. Two guys are terrific. They're terrific. Believe me. Believe me.
It's Kiss Monday.
Oh, I did not know. I mean, I'm learning you are a big Kiss fan.
No, I'm not.
Really?
Nope.
Just really get into them when you get into them.
Yes.
Okay.
Best way to put it.
Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder, that's Big J. Oakerson. Mike Finoia with us.
Yo.
And before the break, talking about our new favorite movie, Bad Ben, on Amazon Prime, which you can go watch.
Available. If you have Amazon Prime, it's available as we speak.
I think the street,
any time of day.
The street name for it is Philly Paranormal. That's what I'm calling it. To put some
Philly Paranormal should be a genre. Luke, give me that one more time. Such 80s rock.
On the phone with us is writer, star, director, editor Nigel Bach.
Also a general in the Kiss Army.
A general in the Kiss Army. And
a man in Satan's service.
A man whose next film is about being shredded to death. Nigel, what's up, dude?
I want to tell you a story about the reviews.
Yeah, I mean, are you sent from the radio gods? I got a story. I'm going to go.
I'd like to tell you a story about.
Well, first of all, you asked about like how much I've made off of this $100 film. Well, it went live on Amazon October 5th, and as of November 30th, I've made $10,000 off of it.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah, dude.
Did you have Nigel, did you have a solo movie premiere where it was just you and then your selfie stick and a camera? A step and repeat with just
red carpet?
Where he goes, what are you wearing? He goes, my favorite white tee.
It's a Hanes beefy shorts.
What kind of geek do you think I am?
Oh, dude, I don't think you're a geek. I think you're a mastermind.
I think you're a pretty awesome geek. I see on your website you got two pitches for the Genesis experiment and net worth. So you got a lot of ideas in the hopper. Now you got the money to make it.
It's tough to push. It's tough to shop stuff around because it's just a tough business. But can I tell you the story about a review?
Yes, please.
Yes.
When the reviews first started coming in, my first 3 reviews were, first of all, I want to say about reviews. Anybody that's a fan of found footage films usually rates the movie high. Anybody that's not will rate the movie low. And it's kind of not fair that they rate it low because that's like saying you don't like chocolate cake and somebody gives you a piece of chocolate cake and asks you to rate it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, my first 3 reviews come in and they're like 5 stars and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And then my 4th review comes in.
Oh, that's that?
And it's 1 star.
Uh-oh.
And the lady writes, this guy needs to learn why you have cast and crew in a movie. He did this by himself. It's horrible. Trash. Totally trashed the movie. And I felt pretty bad about that.
Yeah, of course.
So I said, do I respond? Because you can also reply to someone's review.
Yeah,
I thought about it. I said, hell yeah, I'm going to reply. But the first thing I do was I clicked. Now, I might get in trouble with Amazon for saying this, so I'll blame you.
Fuck it. You're a high-grossing movie maker. You can get in trouble. You're a powerhouse now.
So I wind up clicking on her profile to see what else she has reviewed.
Yeah, what else did she?
Movie. Well, of the many items she bought,
Billion season 1.
No, not a movie. She happened to buy wart cream.
Oh, got her.
She's a fucking whore. Can you say it for me? She's a fucking whore.
Say it. How'd you yell on the phone?
Fuck you, you fucking whore.
There it is. That's a live read.
Oh, we get it. Did it get cut?
That was some Inside the Actor Studio, though. We got him to say the line.
Actually, that was drawn from real life when my house was being foreclosed on. But anyway, but that never happened. Bad Ben saved it. So anyway,
wait, are you serious? Wait, Bad Ben really did save your house?
Actually, not entirely. Some other things.
Were you selling drugs? I want you to come clean with me right now, Nigel. Are you selling human beings? Are you a human trafficker?
I made a meth lab in the basement I wasn't supposed to go in.
I'm a consigliere in the nitrous mafia.
That idea was because I had children locked in there for reals. So you
send me an email. Send me an email when we're off the air, and I'll send you what I've been doing.
Oh, that is almost scarier than the movie you made.
Not to me. I love it.
I want to tell you what happened with this review.
Sure.
So I see that. I also see this woman that trashed my movie, said it was absolute garbage. I also see that she had reviewed wart cream.
She reviewed it or bought it?
She bought it, but she reviewed it too. It was good wart cream. So I replied to her review of my movie with this knowledge I have that she had reviewed wart cream. And I replied to her review of my movie, and I said, I'm really sorry you didn't like my movie. Good luck with the warts.
Boom.
So,
and you know what she did? She dropped her phone.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
She immediately replies, I'll have you know my warts are under control because I have a great dermatologist.
Oh, boom.
Wow, what a weird real response.
By the way, I see an excellent dermatologist in the South New Jersey area. He's in charge.
But that's not what makes it funny. I then went back and deleted my comment. So what you see is you see her saying, this movie was garbage, I hated it, and I have a good dermatologist taking care of my warts.
Now that's editing.
You disappeared just like Bad Ben did whenever he was in your room.
That's right.
Boom, you Bad Ben that bitch.
That's amazing, Holmes.
You should have sent Bad Ben to go over and ghost beat the shit out of that bitch.
Yeah, throw a ghost cat on her.
You're not going to get called for domestic on a ghost. Can't keep cuffs on him.
They beat the case every time. They always beat the case.
Impossibility.
They walk away. They walk out. Nigel, well, we're going to have to definitely get in touch with you again to have you up in New York for a live screening. We'll start planning it, and we'll reach out to you. You'll hear from our producer, Jacob. And thanks so much for taking some time to talk to us.
I mean, that said, I hope that you'd like to do something with us like that, because that would be an awesome event.
I'd love to turn it into a Rocky Horror Picture Cult phenomenon.
I think we can make that happen. I really believe in some degree we can get that to be at least in New York, like a midnight movie somewhere. I'm almost 100% of that, I would say. That's how confident I am.
Get working on that prequel.
Yeah. Get to work on the prequel.
And I'm going to hire an acting coach to nail this audition.
And to send this out, can you give us one more clean? Can you?
This is not your home.
Oh yeah! If you can give us the chant, the crossover chant, and then hit us and just end us with a nice fucking "you fucking whore," and then just hang up on us, it would make my day.
Hang on, I got to stand up to get in the role.
Yeah, I love it. I love this.
Actually, sitting right here in front of me is the candle I use. How about that?
That thing that lit? I love. This is perfect.
Hang on to that.
Art imitating life.
Now, guys, you got to be quiet for a minute. I got to get in the role.
Oh, absolutely.
It's time for you to cross over. I forget the rest. How about that shit?
You say this isn't your house anymore.
All right.
Time for you to cross over. Peace awaits you there.
Peace awaits you there is the final line.
This is no longer your home. It's time for you to cross over. Peace awaits you there. Get out of my house, you fucking whore!
Yeah! Nigel Bach, everybody!